been trapped in this room for 3 months with only these. I think I'm getting Stockholm Syndrome.
So what I'm going to do is look at a bunch of golf games and games that include golf so that I could either confirm my biases or be subjected to the cold hard reality that golf is boring and all golf games are bad.
And where better to start than one of the first ever golf games? Okay, maybe not the first one. The Atari 2600 has a few golf-related games, like miniature golf. 'Cause do you really think that this thing can handle real golf? So this has a weird momentum-based shot. The farther away you go from the ball, the more power behind the shot. And the angle you come at it determines the direction it will go. This will be on the test. The issue that comes with this is that I have no idea how far away I need to go to determine the power. And because I'm a physical person in the space, I can't go beyond the walls, making it so that I can't give the ball the power it needs. But I mean, what do you expect? It's on the Atari. This thing is probably powered by rice. You think it can play golf?
Anyways, I have been lying to you, betraying your trust. That Atari thing can play golf. Let's now look at golf for the Atari 2600.
Oh hey, it's Old Man Consequences from that Freddy's game. So fortunately, in this one, I'm not constricted to the confines of reality, so we can go ahead and give it the proper power it needs. It took a bit to understand that you direct the ball in relation to the club, then you can actually aim. Let's jump ahead to the Atari 7800. Can you believe they made 7800 versions of Atari?
So what is the premier golf game on the system? The golf killer app, if you would. The cream of the crop, if you would. The cream of the cream. The cream in my pants. The cream...
Ninja Golf.
Oh.
So the name of the game is Golf. Actually, it's Ninja Golf, but it's golf. But also different. Okay, so you direct the shot, then you press the button to stop the light square, and that's where the ball will land. It's a more simplified system, but that's because that's only half the game. Then, you have to physically go where the ball landed, something that Mario Golf Super Rush would shamelessly steal 31 years later.
Man, I really wish somebody would punch me while playing golf.
Well, on the way to your ball, you have to fight off ninjas and rats until you get there. The farther away it is, the longer the screen is, creating a risk-reward system. Rinse and repeat until you get to the hole. Then, you fight the dragon. You know, the classic golf dragon.
So I was originally going to say stuff like, oh, the game isn't perfect, but it's really fun, and I would love to see it done again in a modern day setting. While recording this, I found out that they did make a new Ninja Golf game, exclusively for iOS and Android, and I couldn't find it on the App Store on my phone. So Atari, make a new Ninja Golf game that I can actually play. I played Quap, you owe me.
Anyways, enough fun. We have NES Open Tournament Golf. Yeah, I'll have a stroke. Yeah, it's just me tonight. I don't like this one too much. I did eventually figure out how to play this correctly, and I don't like this one too much. It's basic golf. No thrills, no pillows, not even any charm at seeing the lowest possible graphics like with the Atari. It's just golf. Well, Mario is here, so this is technically the first Mario Golf game. There is one sound that haunts the memories of every kid born in the early 2000s. Wii Sports is the pack-in title for the Wii, perfectly showcasing the capabilities of the console and justifying the motion controls, and, in turn, motion-controlled golf.
I'm not a big fan of motion-controlled golf. I feel it's too hard to get the correct power on a swing and too easy to overshoot. If only there was a way where I could get an idea of how hard to swing the Wiimote without actually hitting the ball.
So, this is golf. It's pretty standard when it comes to golf, but with the added gimmick of motion controls, to feel like you're actually playing golf. The Wii was famous for this, having tons of accessories to replicate the feeling of being active. Look, you can even get one to make the Wiimote feel more like a golf club. It's pretty good for motion-controlled golf, but I've just had consistent problems with motion-controlled golf that I've never got with button-controlled golf. Anyways, Wii Sports Resort also came out. It's an expanded version of Wii Sports, putting it onto a tropical island with a bunch of new sports to play. Fun fact, when seeing ads for Wii Sports Resort, I thought it was a real place.
I wish it was a real place.
Golf here is set off the coast of Woohoo Island. Woohoo Island, stay a while, get hit with a sword, fly a plane into a volcano. Woohoo Island, we are not liable. It uses the same courses from Wii Sports, but with some added courses to fit the Golf Island theme. The game forces you to use Wii Motion Plus, an accessory that helps make the motion controls more accurate. Outside of that, it's the same golf as Wii Sports Golf.
Alright, we got the top 7 answers on the board. Name something you can say during golf and sex. Hit my balls with a golf club. This is a family show. Survey says...
Wii Sports Club is the Wii U Wii Sports title, an HD remaster of the first Wii Sports.
And since that was a pack-in title, it would make sense for this to be a pack-in title and not have an ass-backwards pricing scheme, right?
Okay, so it wasn't a pack-in title, that was Nintendo Land. Wii Sports Club was a retail release, kind of. You could get it for free, but that's a 24-hour free trial. Then, you can spend money to individually purchase all the games. Each individual game was $10, and the full price was $50. But, you could also get a day pass for $2 to get another 24 hours of the full game.
I hope you got all that because I sure as hell didn't. But now that the Wii U eShop is closed, rest in peace, the only way to play it is the physical copy. I downloaded the demo onto my Wii U before the eShop closed, and I haven't opened it up yet, so hopefully it will still work and I haven't missed my chance to play it.
Anyways, let's look at golf. It's golf in HD. Yeah, I don't understand why the game looks like that. It's supposed to be this big remaster of the first game, but outside of being in HD, it looks worse. Look at the colors. Look at how more vibrant they are in previous entries. Now look at Wii Sports Club. The grass looks like it's dying. Get a sprinkler, goddamn. However, compared to the other sports, this one is the best because not only are the original courses remastered, but also the resort courses and 9 new holes, the lakeside courses. I like them a lot. They have some interesting layouts that allow for different choices on how to progress. Look, it has a Wii U logo on it. That's fun. It's good.
So since the game released on the Wii U, surely they found a way to utilize the gamepad and justify its existence. Right?
2 of the 5 games use the gamepad. Baseball for pitching and catching, and golf. And both are more inconvenient because of it. Very quickly, since this isn't a baseball video, you have to pass the gamepad between players, very inconvenient, and you have to tilt your head up 90 degrees to catch balls. In golf, you can see the golf ball on the gamepad screen.
This represents everything wrong with the Wii U gamepad.
It's something that makes sense for the gamepad, but more often than not, takes away from the game. So because the golf ball is right there, you also have to be right there and swing your Wiimote over the gamepad instead of who knows where. And in order to see the ball, you have to tilt your head 90 degrees downward. And you might say, just look at the TV. The power gauge, the one that was on the TV in previous games, is on the gamepad. So in order to make sure you're shooting straight, if you're into that, or how much power is behind the swing, get ready for cervicalgia. Next, we'll look at Clubhouse Games' 51 Worldwide Classics with 51 games from around the world, featuring classic worldwide games such as Hare and Hounds, Pig's Tail, Battle Tanks, and Piano. Also golf, but I mean, who really cares? This is like a toy version of golf. Very cute. And we're even given a cute little opening explanation for golf. Wow, cool. This feels like an SNL sketch to me. And I should know, I've watched like 7 of them.
Let me show you how it's done. I didn't blow it, the wind blew it.
So this one takes the NES golf courses and just gives it a little nudge right there. Boom, landscape mode. Other than that, it's a typical top-down golf experience. It's weird how much motion the water has. Okay, so I just need to land this in the hole and... Anyways, the most recent entry in the sports series is Nintendo Switch Sports, which received golf in an update on November 28th, 2022. Finally, a reason for me to play this.
So quick little tangent about the sports mates. I do actually like their designs, but I really tried to make mine look like me. But no matter what I did, I felt like it always looked like a girl. And normally, I'm completely fine with that. But I never had that problem with the Miis. And you might say, well, just still use the Miis. They're still in the game. You can still live in denial. But the Miis here look fucking stupid. So I just decided to make one that I like to look at.
How to play golf.
What am I, an amateur? What is this thing?
So we head to Spacco Square, and here we go play golf. This version of golf is called Survival Golf, and it's actually pretty unique, as it's an elimination game. Everyone plays at the same time, and whoever has the most strokes after a few holes gets eliminated. And it keeps going until one is the winner. Pretty nice if I do say so myself. Though I remember being confused at the point system. The less strokes you have, the more points you get. It's golf, you're supposed to want the least amount of points. No! Now the online is fine, I guess. It took over a minute to find everyone and get into a game. But actually getting into a round of golf, it worked pretty well. You're required to use motion controls, woo, and it works. It isn't better or worse than previous entries, it's just solid motion controlled golf. I personally love the announcer in the original Wii Sports game. I will constantly say, "Nice on," because of him. Nice on! The new announcer here isn't bad. She fits more as a golf announcer than the old one.
Nice shot.
But there is something about him that is just more appealing to me.
I figured it out!
Anyways, they brought back 21 courses from the Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort games and... Wait a second. Okay, so NES Tournament Open released to the market in 1987. The world reacts accordingly. Then, 19 years later, the Wii releases with the pack-in title Wii Sports. The world reacts accordingly. This one reused the courses from NES Tournament Open, but since this is in 3D and also uses motion controls, that's fine. Then, 3 years later, Wii Sports Resort released. The world reacts accordingly. This one used the courses from Wii Sports, which were from NES Tournament Open. But since it's a revamped version of Wii Sports and has original courses, I'll let it slide. Then, 4 years later, Wii Sports Club released. The world reacts accordingly. And it used the same courses from Wii Sports Resort, which were also in Wii Sports, which were from NES Tournament Open. But since it's a remaster and the first time it's in HD,
It's fine.
Then, 7 years later, Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics released, The World. And it included golf, which used the same courses from NES Tournament Open, which were also in Wii Sports Resort, and Wii Sports Club. But since instead of it being vertical, it's horizontal, and for the sake of the joke, this one gets a pass. Then, 2 years later, Nintendo Switch Sports released. The world reacts accordingly. Where's golf? And it used the same courses from Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort, which was also in Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics and Wii Sports Club. And all of them used courses from NES Tournament Open. That means we have been playing on the same courses for 36 years.
I don't care that it's a spicy new way to play golf. We need new courses. Ugh. And yes, Wii Sports Club does have original courses. But does that really count when it's on 3 corpses? If you went back to when I first started making videos and you told me that a consistent theme would be golf, I wouldn't have believed you. Also the whole maid outfit thing, that just sort of happened. Don't even get me started on Hatsune Miku.
World Golf Tour by Topgolf is the premier free golf game. It's currently an early access game on Steam and is an official Topgolf game. You know Topgolf. You stand on a ledge and hit golf balls at holes.
Nobody I've talked to cared about the golf. They just said the food was good.
Let's jump right into it, and what better place to start than the tutorial? Ho 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 wow ho damn those graphics ho. So the courses look like they went onto Google Maps and told you to play golf, and that's because they pretty much did. The hook of the game is that you're playing golf on real golf courses, and they accomplished this by taking a couple of pictures. If it was a 2D golf game, sure, but they went with 3D, so trying to judge distance on a flat image doesn't really work. We also can't aim. We have to move this marker to aim. Cool. Also, there's no music.
That's a beauty.
There's a couple tracks here and there, but while golfing, there is literally no music. Not even any ambiance, no bird going nothing. So we hit the ball by dragging the power, then deciding what direction to have the ball curve by clicking on either the left or right side of the center. Pretty standard golf gameplay. I mean, it's fine, I would really like to see what else the game has to offer. Nope, we have to play golf against Joyful Bulgarian.
Great roll.
Okay, now that that's out of the way, we have to rent equipment.
You've got mail.
Oh boy, I wonder what I got.
It gave me a receipt for the in-game item I rented. Why?
And like, I know that it's because of money that they do that, but I still don't understand, like, why would I rent equipment in a golf game? Why would I want to rent equipment? It's a free-to-play golf game. Why the hell would I rent equipment?
Whatever, let's just play golf. Damn, it's golf. There's cosmetics because of course there is. They need us to buy things. Speaking of things, my avatar is the most golf-like guy I think I have ever seen. He looks like his name is John Golf. Okay, after directing me where to go for the past 30 minutes, I can finally explore and play other modes, like Top Golf. It's Top Golf, but there's no food, so it's pretty bad.
The game feels unfinished, which makes sense, it's an early access game. But something else about it feels off.
That's right. This is a port of a mobile game, which means that the game is pretty much the same as it is on mobile.
Golf is lame. It's for lame people doing lame things. I need something with a little more hair on its balls, you know?
So the next game is called Nice Shot, the gun golfing game. Finally, a golf game for me! So this game takes the golf clubs and just throws them down the river so no golfer can ever get them, and replaces them with guns. I really like this. It's obviously very goofy. You wouldn't shoot a golf ball in real life, the dimples would make it nigh impossible. But they work around the concept very well by making the ball big. Yep, that's my professional analysis. In other games, you can decide where on the ball to hit it in order to decide what kind of shot you have. With this being a first-person shooter, they take that idea into account, and now it just depends on where and how hard you shoot the fucker. It's a really fun game, and I do hope to continue playing it in the future. Anyways, I also bought PGA Tour 2K21.
I've never really played any of these realistic sports games, until now because I am playing PGA Tour 2K21.
Wow, I can't believe they made 2021 of these. All I wanted to do was play golf. Why do I have to sit through the slowest, laggiest information screens?
My name is John, and my job is to get you swinging that club like a pro in as little time as possible. Let's crack into it.
Well, thank God John's here. We're in good hands. I'll give them this. John really feels like a golf instructor.
Those moving dots on the grid are telling us that your putt is going to break to the right, so you're going to have to aim to the left to compensate.
So this has a very unique way of golfing. You swing the club by pulling back on the analog stick and flicking it forwards. For immersion, I feel this is definitely the closest you can get without using motion controls.
Well, this is where we part ways, my young Padawan. Have fun, and I'll see you out there on the links.
Goodbye, sweet prince.
Anyways, let's make our character, John Golf 2. He's from Golf. There's a lot of customization options, from old, frown, eye bags, and forehead. I gave him pink eye and also made him a little kitty cat. So this game in particular is trying to be the most realistic form of golf. It's like you're really a part of the live broadcast, which means that everything that makes those broadcasts boring are in this game. From the commentators,
Going with the pitching wedge here. Ooh, back there, horsey.
the silence, and interrupting gameplay with some random bots play. Seriously, why the hell would I want to play a golf game where I'm forced to watch a golf broadcast? But, in a way, this game isn't for me. I'm not the type of person who would sit down and watch a sports match on Sunday with a beer in one hand and a foam finger in the other. Games like Madden, FIFA, MLB The Show, NBA 2K, and all those other realistic sports games are for those people, not me.
I prefer games with a little more style and class, like Ninja Golf. PGA Tour 2K23 was free on Steam for a little bit.
Wow, I can't believe they made 2,023 of these.
Hello there, and welcome to PGA Tour 2K23. My name's John McCarthy, and I am packing all the golf lessons.
John is back! Return of the John. I can trust no other man. So I'm playing this one on the PC with mouse and keyboard, and just like how 21 had you flick the controller back and forth to replicate a golf swing, you do that here, but with the mouse. Anyways, we don't need any more tutorials. It's time we get into the game. I'm a pro, I've played Ninja Golf. Now we need to create our new golfer. Elegant. Chic. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's John Golf the Fourth.
Don't ask what happened to John Golf III.
Let's go to the Korn Ferry Tour Championship and put this bad boy to work.
2K Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you the Korn Ferry Tour Championship.
I'm sorry, what are we covering again?
Today's coverage of the Korn Ferry Tour Championship.
Ah, that's right.
And there he is, what a man. I wonder if he's going to be able to put this ball into the hole.
15 feet to the cup.
Nobody in golf is doing quite what this next game is doing. Golf, but with vertigo.
Vertiginous Golf is the only golf game with an unpronounceable name. This game caught my attention with its unique style and mixed reviews. It's got something of a steampunk style, and it's alright. It's kinda like if BioShock Infinite had golf, but instead of a city meant to symbolize American political and religious ideals, only to secede and become comparable to the South during the Confederacy, it's British. Wow, it's London. Beautiful this time of year, isn't it? Anyways, the game is a pretty standard computer golf game. We have holes and we have to play them. What makes it unique is the mechanics. When you make a shot, a second visual meter fills up and allows you to rewind a shot as long as you have enough fuel. Later, you will get the chipper club, which allows you to shoot the ball into the air, and the influenza bug, which allows you to direct the ball after you've shot it using the fuel from the visual meter. I love this. In some cases, you can even just drive the ball into the hole. The individual courses have some unique ideas too, like hills, conveyor belts, and tubes. Well, I've got to see what the tubes do. Cool. Later levels even get this cool mechanic, where if you can get to a side hole before a certain amount of strokes, you get propelled across the green and get a free stroke, allowing for long courses to be completed in just a few strokes if you play optimally. But why would you ever want to play on any of the courses? Because you sure as hell aren't here to play golf. Well, you get currency that you can use to buy cosmetics for our delightful avatar, John Golf V.
So there is a lot I like about the game. It's got some cool and unique ideas, as well as a unique style. Well, they don't mean much if the game's bad.
So, one of the main issues with the game is how convoluted the later levels can be. This thing is stacked higher than a really tall stack of pancakes. My record is 4. And because of that, it's really easy to get completely lost and have no idea where the hole is. I swear, I spent so much more time and strokes on these courses because I have no idea where to go. But at the same time, the level design makes it unique. Not many other golf games use the Y-axis as well as those other two, but maybe there's a reason for that. There are other smaller parts of the game that bug me. I remember having trouble with the controls to begin with, then later the sensitivity on my mouse got all out of whack for no reason. Remember when I mentioned hills? Yeah, well, because of the way the green is textured, it can become impossible to see them. There's a bunch of other 3D golf games on Yield and Steam, and even though I have never played any of them as of insert today's date here, I think there are better ones than this.
But we're gonna save those for another time. Don't worry, I've got plenty more games to talk about. Seriously, I don't know where they're all coming from.
I'm surprised that with all this talk about motion-controlled golf, that I never once mentioned what happened when you...